Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise. We are here on opening day for Season 2. Lost in the wild card round to the Yankees last year, disappointingly, especially after winning the first game. And we made significant changes to this lineup in the offseason, coupled with a very strong hitting draft class. And you're going to see some of those guys at the major league level right off the rip. First of all, we got rid of Yandy Diaz, Ha-Seong Kim, Josh Lowe, and Victor Caratini. Caratini was a free agent, traded Diaz to the Twins, traded Ha-Seong Kim to the Dodgers, along with Josh Lowe. And in their place, we're going to start Jonathan Aranda at first base. He's going to platoon with veteran Wilmer Flores. We're just going to buy some time till Trey Morgan and or Xavier Isaac make it up to the majors. Carson Williams is now our starting shortstop. And he's going to have excellent defense. We'll just have to live with some growing pains with his bat. Right field is going to be a battle between two rookies, Willie Sanchez and Pete Murray. Murray we drafted at the end of the first round. Sanchez we drafted in the third round. And those two guys had really good spring trainings. Sanchez hit 4 home runs. Murray hit right around 300. So those guys are going to battle it out in right field. We also may have one of them move over and play left field and DH Christopher Morel since his defense isn't the strongest. And then behind the plate, we had Caratini. We had a mess last season. This year, we're going to go younger. We did pick up Jason DeLay as a Rule 5 pick from the Pirates. And we're also going to go with Kenny Piper, an in-house catcher who actually had his potential go up to his C potential. And Kenny's going to be our starting catcher from day one, see how he does. And if he can't handle it, then we'll go with the Rule 5 pick in Jason DeLay. We also have several veterans who may be spending their last season or half season with the team because they're going to be asking for extensions or they're going to be free agents and we can't afford to bring them back. That would be Brandon Lau, Mr. Home Run Hitter from the playoffs. Drew Rasmussen had a great bounce back season on the mound. Shane Baz and Pete Fairbanks, our closer, who led the majors in saves last year. Can't afford to bring them all back. And if we're not in the race, if we're not doing great in the division and we're struggling to get to that last wild card, we're going to ship them all out at the deadline, get something for them, and retool. We have several young players in our minor leagues. Go look at these guys right now. We have several young players in our minor leagues. Mentioned Trey Morgan, Xavier Isaac. We also have Jackson Ferris, who we got from the Dodgers in that trade with Kim and Lowe. Chandler Simpson, Mr. Stolen Base guy. Dylan Lesko, saw him pitch last year. And Brooks Lee, who we got from the Twins in the Yandy Diaz trade. And then over in Double-A, our generational pick that we got at number 14 in the draft, Lou Garcia. We're going to see his opening day performance in the next episode. Can't wait for him. He's probably Major League ready right now, but I want to get him down to the minors, have him just absolutely torch Double-A, move him to Triple-A, and then maybe at the trade deadline or in the middle of August, he comes up and he pretty much stays the rest of his career. We also have Andres Figueroa, happens to be a great leadoff potential guy here. Shift him to left field where his defense doesn't matter, and hopefully he can keep progressing up, maybe get a little extra bump on his power as well. And then Theo Gillen, long-term center field prospect. Trevor Harrison is the one pitcher down at Double-A that I'm interested in as well. So got a lot of young guys in the system. Some of them are very, very close to coming up. So this is kind of a transition year. We are not going to be going all out to make the playoffs. We're just kind of going to see how this team goes. And when we get to the midseason, we'll make that determination. But more than likely, we're going to start shedding some salaries here and trying to get more young guys stocked up in the organization. So that's a long-winded intro. I'm sorry. So let's get into this opening day game. Home game against the Blue Jays. Bowden Francis against Shane McClanahan. And I am not going to play this game. We're just going to watch CPU versus CPU. I want to see how these young guys play in the sim. So let's get in here and see this action. And I'm really excited to get this second season underway. See, we were at home again this year. Had the walk-off home run on opening day last year. Get the Toronto Blue Jays in town for this one. And really curious to see how this lineup works with 4 rookies in it. You can see they have Willie Sanchez projected to lead us in average and OPS, Carson Williams in WAR, Pete Murray in RBI. That's a lot of confidence in these rookies. We'll see how that pans out once we get into the regular season and see how they do over an extended period. on the mound today for the Rays. Shane McClanahan, number 2 in the Cy Young race last year, led all the majors with those 240 strikeouts, and hoping he can continue to have another strong season here in season 2. Leading off for Toronto, Andres Jimenez playing second base. Shane's ahead in the count, 2-0. Here's the pitch. And it's a high strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You see the shadows already in full effect here on opening day with these day games. And the 2-1 pitch to Jimenez. It's going to be a ground ball to second base. Lau's got it, spins, throws, and there's 1 down. Good start to the day. See the Blue Jays lineup. Anthony Santander, Josh Naylor. Those are the big bats in the middle. Other guys in there we don't know much about. Kind of surprised that Kirk is batting 9th in this order. No Bo Bichette. See Zach McKinstry took his place. Also no Vlad Guerrero Jr. Naylor took his place. It's going to be a shot into right field. Over towards the line is Sanchez, and he's got it. So the rookie gets his first fielding opportunity right there. Handles it well. And that'll bring in Anthony Santander. See, he hit 38 home runs last year. 104 RBIs. They're a big power threat in their lineup. McClanahan's 0-2 pitch. And he swings and misses. Ball in the dirt. Piper's got it. Throws down to first. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Rays. As we go to the bottom half of the inning, Jonathan Aranda, new first baseman, Junior Caminero, Brandon Lau, they're going to be the first guys up for us. Hopefully this offense can do better than we did in the playoffs. On the mound for the Blue Jays, Bowden Francis. Nice season for him, 14-9, 2.24 ERA, 109 whip. Great walk rate, doesn't strike out a ton. See how this revamped offense can handle this pretty solid right-hand pitcher. Here's Aranda. He's going to be playing first base against right-hand pitching. And Francis's 0-1 pitch. It's going to be a shot into left field, down the line, towards the corner. 1 hop off the wall. So Aranda is going to get things going here in the first on opening day with a double to the left field corner. Just what we need at the top of the order. People to get on base, getting scoring position for Junior Caminero. A little bit of an off year as far as expectations. Had a horrendous playoffs, so he can get going early in this season. 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball to third, and it eats up the third baseman into left field. Aranda's going to get into third base. Bad hop single. We got men at the corners and nobody out for Brandon Lau. Second on the team in home runs last year, first in RBI. Had a huge game 2, even though we lost in the wild card to the Yankees. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Francis. That's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Varsho in his tracks. Here's the catch. Here's the throw. And it's going to be cut off, and Aranda's going to score. So Tampa Bay breaks on top 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Get that early lead. Always good to get runs for Shane. That'll bring in Christopher Morel. Led the team in home runs last year. He and Caminero both hitless in the wild card round. Yeah, 1 on, 1 out. Here's Bowden Francis's 3-2 pitch. And that's high for ball 4. So we keep the merry-go-round going. Now we got 2 guys on and 1 out. That'll bring in the rookie, Willie Sanchez, 3rd round pick. Starting in right field. He and Pete Murray are going to battle to see who can play right, play left. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Francis. That's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Little blooper, and it's going to drop in front of the left fielder. And we're going to have the bases loaded and nobody out. Runners had to wait to see if it's going to get caught or not, and that's his first major league hit. Bloop single to the left. There you go, Willie. That'll bring in the other rookie, Pete Murray. We have 4 of them batting in a row at the bottom of the order here. Hold play on Cotton, see if that works out. Bases loaded, 1 out. Down on the count 0-2. Here's the pitch to Murray. And he swings at a splitter down and in off the plate. Bad pitch, and he strikes out. Rookie might have been a little anxious there, and that'll bring in Kenny Piper. You all know that I know him personally. So glad to get him up to the major league level, see how he does up here. That base is loaded, 2 out now. Here's the pitch, and he's going to swing and miss on the check swing there.
0-2.
Nasty pitch. Now we got a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Piper. Strike 3, called. down and away. Doesn't agree with the call. Doesn't matter. Francis pitches out of the jam, only allows 1 run. We're going to go to the second inning. Tampa Bay up 1-0. And leading off for the Jays, new first baseman Josh Naylor. See what he did last year. He's taking over at first for Vlad Guerrero Jr., who left as a free agent to go to Arizona. And there's going to be a ground ball base hit up the middle, so he's going to start his Toronto career with a single off Shane McClanahan. So Toronto gets their leadoff man on, nobody out. Dalton Varsho up. And he swings and misses on the fastball, inner, right around knees, strike 3. McClanahan gets his second K of the game, and that'll bring him Connor Joe playing right field today. Full count to him. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a strike, and it gets past Piper, goes all the way to the backstop. So since first base was occupied, that's a strikeout. The runner moves up, so now we have a man on second with 2 outs. Cody Clemens, DH today. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a base hit into right field down the line. Sanchez gets it, but the run's going to score and tie this game up as the throw comes in the second. Now to bring in Ernie Clement now. 1 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch from McClanahan, and that's going to be a base hit. The runner had to jump over it, and that's going to be men at first and second now with 2 down. Big 2-out rally for the Jays. See if Tampa Bay can get out of this. 2 on, 2 out, 1-2 count to Kirk. Here's McClanahan's pitch. It's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Williams gets it, throws across his body, and he guns down the slow-running catcher. Nice play by Cody Clemens. Clutch hit there, puts the Blue Jays on the board, gets this game tied at 1. Here we are in the bottom of the second inning. Carson Williams, excellent glove. Not sure about the bat yet. His first MLB at bat. 1-1 count now. Here's Francis's pitch. That's going to be a shot into left center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. So Carson Williams going to have an extra base hit for his first major league hit. Slides in safely at second. There we go. Our second rookie with his first career MLB hit. Hopefully see a lot more of that. We'll take that ball into the dugout and have it for him later. That'll bring in Johnny DeLuca. Great glove, great speed, questionable bat. See how he does this year. We got a man in scoring position, nobody out, 0-2 pitch. That's going to be a fly ball into right field. Connor Joe's going to have that. Here's the tag, here's the throw. And Williams slides in safely as he moves up a base. So now they have a man on third base and only 1 out. Round to up, just got to get this ball past the pitcher. Sack fly would work too. And he swings and misses on the splitter. Great pitch by Francis. Now we have a man on third base and 2 outs. Going to take a hit from Caminero here. Full count pitch from Francis. And he swings and misses and strikes out on a high fastball. So the Jays pitch out of a jam there as Tampa Bay gets a man in scoring position. Nobody out. Man at third with 1 out. Can't get him home. So we go to the third inning. It's tied at 1. And leading off for Toronto, Jimenez, their leadoff man, back to the top of the order here. And a 1-1 pitch is going to be a fly ball in the shallow center field, and DeLuca's going to race in and have that for the first out. I'll bring in shortstop Zach McKinstry, heading to count 3-1 now. Here's McClanahan's pitch, and it's low for ball 4. So Toronto gets a man on base here with 1 out. And I'll bring up Anthony Santander. 1-0 pitch to him. Strike, throw, runner goes, and he's safe. Stolen base, McKinstry. So now they get a man in scoring position with 1 out. 1-1 count now. Here's McClanahan's pitch to Santander. And that's a shot to right field, and that one's gone. He got all of that one. Right fielder barely moves. And the Jays take a 3-1 lead over the Rays. It's going to be confusing today with the Jays and the Rays. I'll just try to stick to Toronto and Tampa Bay. But Santander, their big power threat, comes through here on opening day with an opposite field shot. And now Tampa Bay's got their work cut out for them. They got to get back into this game. See the pitch. Just drives the outside pitch. Knew it right away. Had a little bit of a problem keeping balls in the ballpark last year. Hopefully that doesn't show up again this year. Now bring in Josh Naylor. Singled his first time up. 1-2 pitch to him. He swings and misses on a high fastball and strikes out for the second out. So hopefully McClanahan can settle down here. Finish off this inning. 0-2 count now. Here's the pitch to Varsho. And he swings and misses on a high fastball as well. So Shane strikes out the last two guys, but gives up the big bomb to Anthony Santander. And now Tampa Bay's down 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. And leading off for Tampa Bay, second baseman Brandon Lau. First pitch from Francis. That's going to be a tapper back to the mound. Francis quickly throws to first. Had more time than that. There's one down now. Christopher Morel coming up. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's a smash up the middle and a base hit. Morel. Nice line drive past the pitcher. Now we have a man on first with one out. Here's the rookie, Willie Sanchez. First major league hit, first time up. Full count now on him. Here's the pitch from Francis. It's going to be a shot to left field. That's going to get down and be a base hit. So he's 2 for 2 in his major league debut. Now Tampa Bay have 2 on with 1 out. That'll bring up Pete Murray. Struck out his first time. He's down and count now 0-2. Here's the pitch from Francis. And he chases a splitter down for strike 3 again. Strikes out his first 2 ABs. Francis confusing him. That'll bring up Kenny Piper. And he's going to hit a fly ball into right field towards the line. Connor Joe running over. And he's going to take that in foul territory for the third out. So Tampa Bay gets 2 men on. Can't bring them around. We're going to go to the fourth inning. It's 3-1 Toronto. And leading off the fourth is going to be right fielder Connor Joe. Made that catch to end the last inning. Down at count 0-1. Here's a pitch from McClanahan. That's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Williams racing back. DeLuca coming in, and Williams is going to have that in short center field for 1 out. Nice range there by the shortstop, helping out the outfielders. That'll bring in Cody Clemens. Big RBI single to tie the game back in the second inning. Here's McClanahan's 0-1 pitch. It's going to be a fly ball into right field. Sanchez drifting back to the track, to the wall. And it's gone. So Cody Clemens has McClanahan's number as he hits a solo shot here to make this a 4-1 lead for Toronto. Man, we got to keep the ball in the ballpark here. We don't have the power to get into these home run games. Here's the pitch. Inner half, and he got it. Towering shot to right field. Sanchez just ran out of room. So he only went 347. That'll bring in Ernie Clement now. Nobody on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball into right. Sanchez drifting back again. Shy of the warning track this time, and he's got that for the second out. That'll bring in Alejandro Kirk. Still, like I said before, I'm surprised he's hitting 9th in the order. There's going to be a line drive base hit into left field. So Toronto keeps this inning going. 2 out single by Kirk takes it back to the top of the order. Here's Jimenez. 1-0 pitch from McClanahan. That's going to be a fly ball into shallow center field. DeLuca's going to run in and take that for the third out. But Toronto adds another run. Cody Clemens, 2 for 2. 2 RBI, including this solo shot to make it 4-1. And leading off, Carson Williams doubled his first at-bat. Down on the count, 1-2 now. Here's Francis's pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to short. McKinstry scoops. Throw to first, and there's 1 down.
0-2.
That'll bring in Johnny DeLuca. Down on the count, 0-2. Here's Francis's pitch. And he swings at a pitch up in his eyes for strike 3. Got a better plate discipline than that. So now we have 2 down. That's going to bring up leadoff hitter Jonathan Aranda, 1 for 2. Doubled to start the game. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. And he chases a splitter off the plate and strikes out. So the Rays go down quick, 1-2-3. Go to the 5th. It's 4-1, Toronto. And leading off for Toronto, Zach McKinstry, the shortstop. 2-2 pitch from McClanahan. That's going to be a flare over short into center field. That's going to drop. Murray's going to get it. Throw it back in. Hold him to a single. So Toronto gets their leadoff man on here. And that's going to bring up Anthony Santander, and Cash is going to go get McClanahan. Seen enough. Throwing a lot of pitches. Giving up a lot of hits. Disappointing start to the season for McClanahan. Not the opening day assignment he was looking for. And that's going to bring in Ryan Yarborough. Free agent pitcher we signed. Great walks per 9. Very low walks per 9. See if we can get this lefty to get a double play. And his first pitch to Santander. That's going to be a shot into right field. Sanchez running back to the track to the wall. And it's gone again. So Santander, last two of ABs have been Oppo Tacos, 2-run shots each. And the Blue Jays break this game open. It's now 6-1 Toronto. Not the opening day that the Rays were looking for. He just goes with the outside pitch, drives it to right again. And that'll bring in Josh Naylor. Big hole Tampa Bay's in now, down 5 here in the 5th. And Naylor's going to hit a pop-up on the infield. Camanero's going to race in, straddle the line, and take that in fair territory for the first out. Man, we got to keep these guys in the park. Especially with all these rookies at the bottom half. You don't know what you're going to get out of them. That'll bring up Varsho now with nobody on and 1 out. There's Yarborough's 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a fly ball in the left center field. DeLuca on his horse. He's going to settle under that and have that for the second out. And that'll bring in Connor Joe for 2 on the day. And Yarborough's 3-2 pitch on the way. And he takes strike 3, sinker right at the knees. So Yarborough comes in, settle things down. Well, I take that back. He gave up a home run to Santander right here. His first pitch. Settled things down after that, but unfortunately that 2-run homer makes it 6-1 Toronto as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And leading off, Junior Camanero's 1 for 2 on the day. 1-2 pitch from Francis, and he takes strike 3 in the corner. Junior didn't like that. I thought it was a little bit lower outside myself. That's 8 Ks for Francis. Here in the 5th, 1-2 pitch, and check swing splitter and low strikes out. It's 9 strikeouts already for Bowden Francis. Now bring in Morel. 2-2 count to him. Here's the pitch. And he's going to pop that up in the middle of the infield. Second baseman's going to settle under and have that as Jimenez takes it for the 3rd out. Quick half inning there for the Tampa Bay offense. Nothing doing. We're going to go to the 6th inning. It's still 6-1 Toronto. And first up is going to be Cody Clemens. Got a single and a home run and 2 RBI already. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a soft liner to second. Lau's going to have that for the first out. Finally retire him. That'll bring in Ernie Clement. Full count now. Here's the pitch. Way outside for ball 4. That slurve was nowhere close to the plate. So now Toronto's going to have 1 on, 1 out. Kirk up. Singled his last time. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Williams flips to second. Relay to first, and they got him. So room service, 6-4-3 double play. Gets Yarborough out of the inning. No damage done. We go to the bottom half. Hopefully the Tampa Bay offense will wake up. In a little bit of a funk right now. They're down 5. And new pitcher for Toronto is going to be Jake Bloss. Francis with 9 strikeouts threw a lot of pitches. Time to get him out of there. See, Bloss has a little bit elevated walk rate, so maybe we can get some runners on base, do some damage. Now bring in Willie Sanchez, 2 for 2. Great debut for the rookie. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a shot to left field, and that's gone. Willie Sanchez, 3 for 3 on opening day. Hits his first home run as a major leaguer. So not only does he get his first hit of his career, he gets his first home run of his career, and he gets his first 3-hit game of his career, all on opening day. Have a debut, Willie Sanchez. My goodness. Have we found our right fielder? I hope so. See this pitch. He just drives the outside pitch, keeps it fair, and gets us our first home run of the season. Now we got it back to a 4-run game. See the dugout giving the rookie the silent treatment. There we go. Happens to every rookie when they hit their first home run. Now see if Pete Murray can get his first hit of his major league career. Here's a pitch from Bloss. That's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Drifting over, taking that, Santander for the first out. That'll bring in Kenny Piper, looking for his first major league hit as well. Here's the first pitch from Bloss to Piper. That's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Snags it and throws him out. Man, that looked like it was headed straight through to center field. Now we have 2 down. That'll bring in Carson Williams. He's already doubled in this game. See if we can get some more 2-out magic here. And it's going to be a fly ball in the right center field, drifting back to the track. And Connor Joe on the run. Tracks it down. And Willie Sanchez gets it back to a 4-run game with his opposite field blast. His first major league home run. Might give Tampa Bay a little bit of hope as we head to the 7th inning. And new pitcher for Tampa Bay, Edwin Uceda. See what he did last year. Rough start, great finish. See if he can hold these Toronto bats quiet here in the 7th. First up, Andres Jimenez. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. And a broken bat pop-up right back to the pitcher. Easy play there. So keep the leadoff man off. Here's Zach McKinstry. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And he swings and misses and strikes out on a circle change, so we got 2 down. That'll bring in Anthony Santander. We're going to turn him around, bat left-handed. He's got 2 home runs batting right-handed. 1-2 pitch, and a nasty sweeper strikes him out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Uceda. Santander wants to go talk to the Tampa Bay bench for some reason. We go to bottom of 7th. It's 6-2 Toronto. And leading things off be center fielder Johnny DeLuca. 1-2 pitch to him, and he chases a slider and strikes out. We've got some other guys in the minor leagues. If he's going to be that indisciplined, he's got to do better than that. It'll bring in Jonathan Aranda. A 1 pitch to him. And there's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Drifting over is Varsho. He's going to have that for the second out. That'll bring in Junior. He's 1 for 3. A 1 pitch from Bloss. That's going to be a fly ball in the right center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. 1 hop off the base of the wall. Sorry, carried much farther than I thought. And Junior slides in with a double. Thought that was just going to get down and drop, but he hits it off the wall. So maybe get some 2-out magic here. Brandon Lau up, man on second, 2 down. Trailing by 4. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. That's a shot to left center field, and that one's out of here too. Brandon Lau. 2-run shot makes this a 2-run game. There we go, boys. 411 feet. We're not done yet. Let's go. Still have 7 outs to go to get those 2 runs. See this replay. Lau locks in and drives the pitch down and away. Gets all of it. Gets it over the wall into the concession stand area there in left center field. Right off the wall. And that's going to bring in a new pitcher for Toronto. They've seen enough of Bloss. Thought we were going to get some walks out of him, but he's giving up extra base hits, and that'll bring in Yimi Garcia. Veteran right-hander, great strikeout and walk ratio. Excellent season, 13 wins out of the pen last year. And the first man he's going to face is Christopher Morel. Head and count now 1-2. Here's the pitch from Garcia. And a sweeping pitch way off the plate. I don't know what Morel was looking at, but he wasn't even close to touching that. But Brandon Lau did touch an outside pitch and sent it over the wall. Brings Tampa Bay back into this game now as you only trail by 2 going to the 8th inning. It's 6-4 Toronto. And leading off the 8th can be Josh Naylor. He's singled back in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Uceda. That's going to be a shot to center field. And that one's gone too. Man, we cannot get into these home run derbies. DeLuca didn't even move. He just looked over his shoulder as that lands way up on the screen out in the picnic area. 436 feet. I think he got all of that one, Johnny. The Blue Jays back up to a 3-run lead. Man, we do all that work to get it back and give it right back up. Let's look at this replay. Right down the middle. He knew it right away. So did Yaseda. Look at DeLuca in center field. Never even moves. He just turns and watches it. Hit the actual backdrop back there. That was a nuke. That'll bring in Dalton Varsho. 2-1 pitch to him. That's going to be a fly ball in foul territory over by the bullpen. Sanchez just kind of jogging over, and he's going to grab it for the first out. Casual play there by Sanchez, but it was hanging up in the air long enough. Now bring in Connor Joe. 3-2 pitch to him. Way high for ball 4. Now we got a man on with 1 out. Now bring in Cody Clemens. He's 2 for 3 on the day, including a home run. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. That's going to be a smash into right center field. That's going to get past Sanchez, go all the way to the wall. Another runner's going to come in and scores. The throw comes in. Relay is going to be late. And up the line. And the Jays get it back to a 4-run lead. And Kevin Cash says, yeah, I probably should have brought a different pitcher in for this inning. Just when Tampa Bay gets it back to a 2-run game, Toronto explodes for 2 more to make it a 4-run lead. New pitcher coming out of the pen, Andrew Wantz.
Number 61.
Pitched in the minors all last year. Barely pitched in the majors in 24. See if he can get us out of this jam now with man on second, 1 out. 2-2 count now to Clement. Here's the pitch. Nasty slurve and strikes him out. So now we have 2 down and a man on second. He can pitch like that. We can definitely use him in the bullpen. That'll bring in Kirk now. 1 for 3. First pitch to him. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Lau's going to scoop that. Throw to first. And Wantz finishes off that inning. All the work we did to get it close, gave it right back. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning, again trailing by 4. And leading off, Willie Sanchez, 3 for 3. 2 singles and a home run. See if he can get things going here. Down in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 on the edge. Nice location on the sweeper. Garcia retires Sanchez for the first time today. That'll bring in Pete Murray. 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. Down at 2-2 count now. And he's going to swing and miss and strike out. 3rd time today. He's having a rough opening day, rough debut. And that'll bring in Kenny Piper. He's also 0 for the day. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Garcia. It's going to be a fly ball into right field. Joe racing over towards the line. Catches it on the run. So Tampa Bay goes down quietly here in the 8th. Go to the 9th inning. Toronto leads 8-4. And leading off, Andres Jimenez, 0 for 4 in a day. Here's Wantz's pitch. It's going to be a fly ball into right center field. Sanchez racing over, settles under it, and he's going to have that for the first out. That'll bring in Zach McKinstry now. 1 for 3. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. And nasty pitch down and in. He's going to pop that up in the middle of the infield. Brandon Lau's going to take that for the second out. So Wantz has been nasty since he came in. Retired everybody he's faced. And that'll bring in Santander, 2 for 4 with 2 home runs. Here's the 2-2 pitch to him. And he blows it right by him for strike 3. So probably should have started that inning with Wantz instead of Yaseda, and we might still have a 2-run game. Up in the bottom of the 9th, Williams, DeLuca, Aranda, 8, 9, and 1. See if we can get some guys on base for the big bats. Now coming in to pitch, Ryan Burr. See what he did last year. High ERA, elevated walk rate. Might just be the recipe for our offense. First up again, Carson Williams, 1 for 3 with a double. Burr's first pitch to him. It's going to be a fly ball into short right field. Connor Joe on the run, settles under it, and he has it for the first out. That'll bring in DeLuca, 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. Chandler Simpson breathing down his neck. If he doesn't get off to a good start, we might have a replacement. Here's the pitch. And he chases the slider off the plate and strikes out again. Now we have 2 down for Aranda. 1 for 4 with a double. Led off the game with that double. 1-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And he chases a slider off the plate and strikes out. So we go down meekly in the bottom of the 9th as the Blue Jays hang on and win on opening day, hitting 4 home runs in the game, getting great pitching by Bowden Francis with 9 Ks, and they get the 8-4 win as McClanahan takes the loss. Man, we got to stay out of these home run derbies. We don't have the firepower that some of these other teams do. And let's take a look at this box score. See Santander 2 for 5 with 2 home runs. Naylor 2 hits and a home run. Clemens 3 hits and a home run. Drives in 3. Francis allows 6 hits but strikes out 9 in 5 innings. Bloss got lit up, but the rest of the pen did their job with 5 strikeouts. Caminero 2 hits. Lau with a home run and 3 RBIs. Sanchez 3 hits including a home run. Bottom of the order, the bottom 4 guys only had 1 hit combined and 7 strikeouts. Got to do better than that. Shane 5 runs in 4 innings. Uceda 2 runs. Wantz was the only one that was effective all day as we drop our opening day game 8-4. And Jonathan Aranda, who doubled the lead off the game for Tampa Bay, actually was playing with a little bit of a hip inflammation. We let him play through it, and now after the game was over, it said he's going to miss a few days, so he's on that 1 to 6 day watch. So Wilmer Flores will have to play first base every day until Aranda comes back. So we go to game 2 of the regular season. Drew Rasmussen against Kevin Gossman, and we drop game 2 in extra innings 5-4. See Anthony Santander hit another home run. That's his 3rd in 2 days. Our side, Sanchez 3 hits again, drives in 3, hits his 2nd home run. Wilmer Flores gets his 1st as a Tampa Bay Ray. He's doing the platoon job at first base with Aranda. A couple of stolen bases. Rasmussen gives up 4 in 4 innings, and Fairbanks takes the loss as we drop to 0-2. And game 3 of this series, Jose Barrios against Ryan Pepio, and the Rays win 1-0. 1 hitter. Pepio threw a 1 hitter. My goodness. Flores with a hit. Junior with 2 hits. Home run by Willie Sanchez, his 3rd of the year. My goodness. And Pepio doesn't go. He threw 7 no-hit innings. We took him out. Clevenger gives up a hit. Fairbanks finished it off as we win our first game of the season on a 1-hitter. And in game 4, Rays trying to split the series, and they do with a 2-1 win. Shane McGuire homers for the Blue Jays. Clayton Kershaw in the rotation for Toronto. Okay. 3 hits for Palacios, 2 for Morel, 3 for Pete Murray. Caballero with a home run. Shane Baz gives up 1 over 6 innings. Clevenger gets the win in relief as we split this opening series against Toronto. Next up, we have 3 at home against Philadelphia. Taj Bradley against Jesus Luzardo. And we win that game 6-3. Kyle Tucker with a home run. 2 hits for Palacios, 2 for Brandon Lau, 2 for Christopher Morel, 2 more for Willie Sanchez, hitting 500 on the season. Hit another home run. 2 runs over 5 innings for Bradley. Outside of Kelly giving up 1, bullpen did their job. And we're up to 3-2 on the season. In game 2, Shane McClanahan against Tyler Anderson. Shane trying to bounce back after a rough opening day. And we lose 3-2. Home run by Bohm, home run by Sosa. Shane pitches much better, but Andrew Wantz gives up 2. And game 3, see if Tampa Bay can take this series from Philadelphia. And we have a situation here. Bottom of the 9th, man on first, nobody out. Pete Murray up. He's the go-ahead run. Let's enter this game, and I will bat for this one. All right, tough assignment here. Ryan Kirkering, really good relief pitcher. Take the first pitch, a sweeper for a strike. See Murray's 0 for 3, hitting 190 on the season right now. See if we can at least get this tying runner in the scoring position. It's going to be a ground ball to first base. Knocked down. That's going to get the runner to second. Bryce Harper couldn't field it cleanly, and now we have the tying run at second base with 1 out. Got a slow running catcher at second base. Bench is a little used up. See what we can do here. Strike 1 right down the middle. Johnny's struggling if he doesn't get it going here early on. We still have Chandler Simpson down at AAA. You'd check in on his stats for the first week, but Simpson very close to the major leagues. He swings and misses on a sweeper again. Down on a count, 1-2. Let's go contact swing here. And he swings and misses and strikes out. Misses 3 sweepers. Nasty pitching by Kerkering. That'll bring up Brandon Lau now. Man on second. 2 down. And the 0-2 pitch to Lau. And it hits him. Had him down on the count 0-2 and he beans him. And that's going to bring in Christopher Morel. Tying run at second. Winning run at first.
That's a ball.
Morel hitting .417 on the season. 2 for 3 on the day. See if we can get him another hit here. And it's going to be a base hit into right field. And we're going to have to hold third base because it wasn't deep. So now we have the bases loaded. 2 outs in the 9th, trailing by a run. And Willie Sanchez, the rookie, is up. That's strike 1. What a situation for the rookie. See, he already has 4 home runs on the season, hitting .435. Off to a scorching start here in April. Fouls it off. He's down on the count, 0-2. Got to protect. And he swings and misses on the sweeper. Nasty pitch. And the Phillies dodge a bullet in the bottom of the 9th and win the game and win the series. Man, if you guys want a dominant reliever, go get a Ryan Kerkering because that sweeper is nasty. Zach Wheeler with the win. Uceda with the loss. Kerkering his 3rd save. As I said, the Phillies win the series 2-1. Look at the box score. Castellanos with a home run. 3 hits from Morel. Caminero 1 for 3 with a home run. Rasmussen didn't pitch poorly. Uceda gives up that run late. And we fall 3-2. Let's check out some stats real quick. Christopher Morel, hot, 11 for 25, hitting .440 with a home run and 3 RBI. Willie Sanchez, the rookie, 10 for 24, 4 home runs, 6 RBI. Junior's hitting .333. Lau's got 2 home runs. Murray's struggling. Piper's struggling. DeLuca's really struggling, 2 for 22. Carson Williams, 1 for 21. No, first hit was in his first AB, so he's 0 for 20 since then. Pitching side, Pepio's pitching great, Baz pitching well, still up and down on our other starters. Wantz and Uceda are struggling. Everybody else is doing their job. And I want to go back here and let's go to AAA where Chandler Simpson is hitting .286, 5 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. And if Johnny DeLuca doesn't get it going here, I'm going to give him the whole month of April. But if he's still struggling at the end of April and Chandler Simpson is not, then we're going to make a move. And I'm going to bring Chandler up. We need somebody at the top of the order getting on base with a lot of speed or even hitting in the bottom 2 spots with speed to get on base in front of our big hitters. Trey Morgan doing well. No home runs yet. Xavier Isaac has a home run. So, yeah, that's where we're at. We are on a watch for Chandler Simpson and Johnny DeLuca. And next episode, we are going to go down to AA Pensacola, where the Biscuits are going to host the Blue Wahoos as we have a pro debut. Lou Garcia is going to make his pro debut, and we're going to hop in and watch that game. Our AA team does not have a ton of prospects. We're also going to take a look at our left fielder, Andres Figueroa, that we took in the last draft. And we have one starting pitcher that kind of interested in Trevor Harrison. He's going to get the start on opening day for the Biscuits. So Garcia, Figueroa, and Harrison are going to be our focus in that first game. But that'll be our next episode. So if you like the content, please comment, share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll be back very soon for the next episode of the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise.